In the 4th century, there was a man named Abba Apollo. Abba, that's father, right? Father Apollo. He was a monk who lived in the Egyptian desert, one of the great figures of Egyptian monasticism, like Saint Anthony the Great, or Anthony of the Desert, or Anthony of Egypt. Abba Apollo is especially known for his discernment of spiritual warfare, his teachings on humility, and his practical wisdom for monks struggling with temptations. In a collection of sayings of the Desert Fathers, this story of Abba Apollo appears. One of the brothers came to Abba Apollo and said, "Why do the demons attack me so much?" The old man said to him, "The demons do not fight those who are already theirs. They fight those who resist them." Then he added, "I once saw the devil. He had no knees." The brother asked, "What does that mean, Abba?" The old man replied, "He cannot kneel. He does not know how to bow in humility." You see, the devil is no figment of the imagination or a fanciful story. He still prowls about the world fighting against those who resist him, at least according to Abba Apollo. This is marvelously captured in our first reading with the research of Joseph Ratzinger, who would later become Pope Benedict XVI. He said that at the time those oral stories about creation and the fall of mankind were taking their final form, final written form, the greatest threat to the Israelites came from neighboring fertility cults. The cults had as their symbol a serpent. That's how they were identified. Taste the forbidden fruit. Taste it and your eyes will be opened and you'll see what you are missing. It was no imaginary, mythical element that was weaved in. No, for the Israelites, it was real. They posed the greatest threat to our fidelity to God. It's no fanciful story. The devil still prowls about the world, fighting against those who actually would put up a fight against him. Friends, perhaps today we could just simply ask, what in our life has no knees? Or put another way, what in your life resists bending the knee in humility to the Lord? Which areas of your life are you reluctant to submit to God? Your time, your money, your energy? Where does the devil have a hold? I mean, just to demonstrate with a simple example, do you receive Holy Communion and fail to return to your pew and bend the knee? That's pretty obvious. Something else is far more important than those few minutes to thank God for his love. Something similar could be said about skipping Sunday Mass or failing to pray during the day. That's the pride of the demons at work on us. Don't bend your knees. You're greater than that. What in your life resists bending the knee? The Hebrews regarded the knees as a symbol of strength, As Joseph Ratzinger wrote, to bend the knee is, therefore, to bend our strength before the living God, an acknowledgement of the fact that all that we are, we receive from him. So are you bending your strength in the service of others, the poor, your parents, your siblings, your spouse, your children, reconciling, forgiving, showing mercy? Are you putting your strength at the service of the gospel, witnessing to its truth, putting your strength into worship, picking up a hymnal, into volunteering? Where are you saying, I will not kneel? We'll soon approach parishioners to help finish off what we need for the church, especially those who have not yet bent the knee for this project. Right, to what would you kneel instead? Do you feel tested? Well, if you don't, you should worry, at least according to Abba Apollo. And if you do, then you're in good company, including that of Jesus.